I was expressing my amazement at how much has been accomplished, especially when I didn't really have a goal when I started this journey with the Karen people. My thinking has always been that the job was simply to listen and try to interpret and provide the support that the Karen people needed as we went along. But Sally reminded me that even though I didn't see it, that I did always have a clear vision. Although I didn't verbalize a goal, it was clear to Sally that my goal was and has always remained the same: to educate young Korean students so that they could return to their villages and share their knowledge and improve life in their villages. So I guess I really did have a goal after all. Of course, improvement and success can vary dependent on the culture and can mean a lot of different things. I learned that what was important to the Karen people is to be heard and respected for their knowledge and care of the mountain forest and to live in peace. A simple idea, but a very complex challenge, especially when you live in a country where prejudices and lack of understanding prevail. Unfortunately, Thai society saw the mountain people in a very different light: ignorant and dirty, with an inability to learn. We all have heard this from me before, but I think it's important to mention it now because I want to go back to the villages where some of the students now are working and living. So improvements for the Karen people meant recording and creating opportunities for Thai people to learn about their culture and language. In one of the villages, the villagers had built a small hut, but they only wanted to invite Thai people to come and stay at this hut. And some of the Thai people did, and they got to learn a little bit more about the Karen people. So that helped them to understand how important it was for the Karen people to live in harmony with the land. They also wanted to break through the barriers that still prevail to this day in Thailand. The Karen wanted Thai people to come and learn about the misconceptions that created mistrust and incorrect perceptions. And with society moving ever closer to their door, they knew that something had to change. They saw education as hope for their future. I've shared many stories with you about the prejudice that the students at Jen's house had endured, but through their fortitude, they achieved a real first step into changing attitudes.